Hey everybody, welcome to Rider Club Radio, the internet's top podcast on shit no one should ever care about. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Liam.
And right out the gate, I want to apologize to everyone because it's the 4th of July, which means nothing to a quarter of our audience, I'm sure. But to a large percentage of our audience, you'll know that is American Independence Day, aka the only Independence Day.
Woo! And so I put fireworks sound effects in the back of the audio just constantly.
Just to, celebrate the day for all our American audience. It's definitely not that Americans are fucking shit about putting fireworks up constantly for the entire month of July or anything like that.
No, it was me.
So this week, we're going to be discussing Kamen Rider Xaid, episode 37, and Kamen Rider Amazons, episode 26-End.
The final, Amazons with a Z.
Which is the coolest name ever if you live in the 90s.
Hey, Canada Day was just 3 days ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Canadians aren't big on fireworks, I hear.
Well, they happened. There were fireworks all weekend.
Well, happy birthday, Canada land.
It was the 150th birthday of Confederation.
We're something like that. I don't remember what. But, congratulations, America. You survived.
You made it.
Anyway, Liam, why don't you tell us what happened on X8 episode 37?
Okay, so Brave is talking to his new boss, Masamune. And he says, Masamune's like, you gotta disable Xaid. And Brave's like, well, I can't kill Xaid. He's my buddy. And he says, no, look, I'm evil, but I'm not a crazy person. I'm not gonna make you kill Xaid. Kill Parrot.
I'm not gonna make you murder a human being until next episode.
Kill Parrot, then Xaid will lose his video game power. Then he can't use Gashats. He'll be shit at video games, so he can't use the Gashats. The Bugster will be cured. He won't even be able to use his game driver. So Brave says, well, okay, that's not so. It's a Bugster. I can deal with that. Meanwhile, Saki's dad gets infected. He gets infected with the samurai virus, I guess, and Emu investigates. And they go to a place where everyone's taking photos of the samurai Bugster. He's waiting for someone to challenge him. Xaid shows up. Parrot shows up. Brave shows up. And Xaid's also there, which I already said. And they all fight.
Have you been drinking today?
Yes, that's how I get through the workday.
Well, no one can blame you there, buddy.
So they all fight. Emu's trying to kill the Bugster, and he does, because he has his final form. And Brave is trying to kill Parrot, and at the last second he knocks Parrot down, and Nico runs in and goes, I'll get the finishing blow. I need his Gasha trophy to beat the game.
He tries to fucking kill Steel, man. You don't kill Steel. And
Snipe jumps in and goes, dude, don't kill Steel. It's this Brave's fight. And Parrot just teleports away. Which I don't know why he didn't do earlier. He was like, fuck this. He's an
Abra.
Yeah.
He just teleported away from the battle.
Yeah, he's like, well, this is shit. I'm about to lose. I should leave.
Yeah, how do you kill a guy who can just teleport away, regardless?
I want to see him do that. Like, it's always after the fight scene's over and he's on the ground, or the other person's on the ground, or like they've hit a stalemate. I want to see it happen, like, just they're, like, fighting, and Xaid's just about to get a punch in, and he just teleports back to base, and the fight just really abruptly ends. And they're like, what? Well, okay.
He always stands there for the final attack or whatever. Why doesn't he just teleport away? Why doesn't he just teleport on the other side of them, and then just stab him through the back?
Literally teleports behind you.
Exactly. He has that power, apparently.
He knows that's the rules. When someone starts up a final attack, he's like, oh, gotta stand still. That's the rules. Gotta wait.
See, Fies did a lot of dumb shit, but at least it did that thing where, like, the big arrows appeared and held you in place.
Mm-hmm.
That at least made sense.
Yeah.
Nothing about the rest of the plot afterwards made sense, but that did.
Everything before and after the rider kick made no sense, but the rider kick was perfect, goddammit.
Continue.
Okay, so the Parrot fucks off. Everyone says, Brave, God, you gotta not be bad. And Brave says, nope, see ya.
I gotta be a villain because my girlfriend's dead. I gotta get my girlfriend back.
Snipe's talking to Nico and he says, you know what, Brave, this is his decision and I trust him, so I'm not gonna get in his way, and you shouldn't either, Nico. She says, oh, alright, I guess. That's fine. Since the Samurai Bugster is cured, Saki's dad is cured. Saki is Brave's girlfriend, if you forgot.
Yeah, we didn't mention that, or Liam didn't mention it anyway because he's terrible. But the patient of the week this time is actually Brave's girlfriend Saki's father.
I said it was Saki's dad.
You just mentioned that.
I didn't mention that Saki was his girlfriend, but I mentioned that it was Saki's dad.
Wow, what a piece of shit. Anyway, he was using Kamen Rider Chronicle in order to bring his daughter back, so he failed horribly because Kamen Rider Chronicle is a literally unwinnable game.
And he says, hey, when he's leaving, he's like, Brave should really let go of the past. He doesn't have to. He's always coming to our house with flowers and brownies and shit. He doesn't have to anymore. He doesn't have to carry this burden for the rest of his life. And Brave's dad is there, and he's like, well, damn, that's whoosh, you told me a thing.
Brave's dad, just sort of fucking stands there, and then Emu says, nah, he can't do it, because he loves her so much. And Saki's dad's like, oh shit, you're right. He was a really great guy. It's great that my daughter met him. It's too bad she got fucking murdered by his villain or whatever, but it's good that he met her.
So while they're hanging out at the pit, Poppy and fucking Laser pop out, and they're like, listen,
They Poppy out?
Fuck off. They pop out of one of the proto-Gashats, and they're like, well, we have the proto-Gashats, the souls are in there, but you need the Master Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat to get them out, so we gotta beat up Masamune. It's the only way.
There's a moment when Emu and the Brave's dad are sitting there, and they're having like a heart-to-heart, and Emu turns around holding 2 coffee cups, and it's like fucking sirens went off, like, comedy scene incoming.
Prepare for slapstick.
And my sirens were fucking dead on, because a dumb comedy scene happens real quick.
Every time Hero's dad is involved, there's slapstick.
Yeah, he sure is funny.
I wonder if he's a comedian.
I wonder. Speaking of comedians, real quick, sidebar. I was watching Iron Chef earlier.
Yeah?
An old episode of Iron Chef, and Chief Honganji from Drive was the judge on it.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
funny.
holy shit, he looks so young, too.
Yeah?
It was nuts.
That's funny.
So look for that episode of Iron Chef on your local YouTube, folks. It's really good.
Go down to your local YouTube and check it out.
It starred Masahiko Kobe, if that helps you.
I don't know who that is.
Iron Chef Italian.
Don't know who that is.
Did you ever watch Iron Chef?
Never in my life.
Dude, that show is the tits.
Is it
I'm
good?
telling you. It's like how Game Center CX is like super over-dramatic video game playing. Iron Chef is super over-dramatic chef battles.
That sounds pretty fun.
It is absolutely fun.
Like the Dark Kitchen arc as a show.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway.
Speaking of Dark Kitchens,
so they have to shows.
Go... Yeah. Laser, X8, and Poppy all go to the underground garage and fight Chronicle to try and get the...
Poppy fucking transforms.
Wow.
Holy shit. She's like, oh wait, I can turn into a Kamen Rider.
Wait, I have one of these things. Whoa.
She's completely useless and actually gets in the way more than anything, just like Laser does, but...
Yeah, they lose badly.
Because, I mean, when it was just Emu versus Masamune, he fucking trounced Masamune, but now it's the 3 of them, and Emu's just, like, trying to fight around them.
Yeah. He doesn't want to tell them to fuck off because that's rude, so he lets them come along.
Too nice.
Yeah.
Although he should be the genius gamer at that point. He should be like, get out of the way, noobs.
Yeah, well, they forgot about the genius gamer a little.
Nublets.
They get their asses kicked. Masamune's like, hey, listen, it doesn't matter if you win or lose here, actually, because my favorite employee Hero is about to kill Parrot, and then you're fucked. And they're like, oh no, we gotta run straight to where Hero is, we know where he is right now, and they run off. And Hero is...
Like, Emu wants to fucking defeat Masamune, which will save everyone. And they're like, no, if he kills Parrot, you can't transform anymore. Why does it fucking matter? There's like 8 of you now. Just let him stop Masamune.
And apparently anyone can use Muteki for 10 seconds. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Just give someone else all the best Gashats. Just let Brave handle it.
Here's this. If you are going to use Muteki for 10 seconds and then run out, just take it out and give it to the next person. And then they can use it for 10 seconds.
Have an invincible conga line.
Exactly.
So they run to Hero. Hero is on the university campus reminiscing about his girlfriend, and Parrot and Graphite show up, and he starts fighting them. They all, They all show up. Everyone shows up to stop Parrot from getting killed. And Snipe, in the process of fighting, gets murderized by Graphite.
Snipe shows up and starts shooting completely pointless weapons at Graphite, who's not harmed whatsoever. But he doesn't stop. He's just like, well, maybe if I shoot harder.
You gotta really lean into it. It puts more force behind the bullet.
Graphite fucking murderizes him.
Yeah.
He killerates him, even though he's not really dead.
Yeah,
he's not really dead.
He pretty much, he puts him on the edge of his life, and he falls down.
And Brave defeats Graphite and Parrot at the same exact time. Because he's powerful as shit. And then, of course, they just teleport away.
Brave's like, damn, this is going to be hard.
And
just teleporting all over the place.
Brave notices that Taiga is dying on the ground and has like a nervous breakdown and runs away.
Yeah, it's his fault.
And everybody screams the name Taiga a lot.
All in turn.
It's like that scene in Kung Pao when he was drawing the shapes.
Which scene?
Taiga.
Oh, fuck you. Jeff, what'd you think of the fucking episode?
My only major complaint with the whole episode is that they make him, the plot contrivance necessary to make him not kill Masamune now that he's way stronger than him. I loved everything else about the episode, though.
Yeah, I liked the episode. I didn't like that, and I didn't like the scene with Saki's dad, where he gets up and says, Brave really needs to let go of the past. I thought that was saying a little too much to the audience. He should have said something like Brave. Like, I like the detail that Brave comes by every month to drop off flowers and whatnot. I like that. But the fact that he basically just turns to the camera and goes, Brave really needs to let go of the past and face the future, I thought was really on the nose.
He's kind of a giant hypocrite, too, because he hasn't let go of the past.
Well, it's a shame. It's his daughter.
Yeah, it's love of Brave's life. It's the closest he ever came to feeling emotions for someone before, so...
It's true. He might have even smiled in another year.
Maybe eventually. She got fed up with his shit and left.
I'm more interested in the next episode preview than I am in the actual episode that aired.
I feel like whoever does the next episode previews for X8 is like knocking it out of the fucking park.
They're pros.
Because like 9 times out of 10, the next episode preview is like, everything will change. And the actual next episode is like, nothing changes.
Nothing changed. Almost.
But it's a good episode.
Yeah.
I really don't think Taiga's dead. I think he's on the edge of death. And he'll be in a hospital bed for a little while, serving as motivation.
He's down, and Brave has to operate on him, and Masamune says, hey, use that scalpel, purposely fail the operation, or I'll delete your girlfriend.
And they show him dropping the scalpel in the preview, which was not a good part of the preview. They shouldn't have done that.
Drops it in horror after he slices his throat.
Find out next time on The Death of Barai.
Find out next time on Frieza Defeated.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. This episode had a lot of little touches that I really liked. I love whenever somebody pulls out a new Gashat and somebody goes, that Gashat? Or what is that? I love any time that happens. I really like White Tattle Fantasy.
Oh yeah, Tattle Fantasy is a really cool suit.
It's Tattle Legacy.
Tattle Legacy, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Tattle Fantasy, but more angelic and white instead of devilish and dark, and I like it a lot more. I think it's really nice cool. Looking. I'm glad we agree on that. We're going to touch on Muteki here in a few minutes, I'm going to tell you that much.
You ever notice that it's thematically appropriate for Brave as well? It's the hero who obtains the power of the good guy and the evil guy.
Yeah.
And he's sort of dipping into both worlds right now as he uses this Gashat. I thought that was a nice little detail with it.
It is thematically appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the game Tattle Legacy is literally his story. That he gains the power of darkness and light to save the princess who's locked away in the castle.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So, obviously, Masamune is making Brave and his girlfriend fanfiction video games.
He's sitting down like, what should this Geshat be? I'll just make it this guy. I'm making it for him. I'll just make it about him. I don't have time for this shit.
I gotta control the world. I have to be Kamida.
I wonder if Tattle Legacy is a good video game.
I don't know. It sounds pretty contrived.
It sounds a little contrived. The Tattle series is getting kind of old, honestly.
I wonder... Speaking of Kamida, I wonder when Dan is going to play a big part again. He hasn't even left his little room
I wonder if he's going to play a big part again. If he just chills for the rest of the series, I don't know if I'll be surprised.
I probably wouldn't either. There's a lot of questions I have about Dan and Laser. Kiria. Dan and Kiria being bugsters. Do they have like a literal bugster form?
I think that's their bugster form.
But I mean, like, Parrot and Graphite have humanoid forms, but they have a bugster form as well. Like, if they were to take the Buggle driver and, like, stab it into themselves and buggle up, would they turn into, like, specifically thematically appropriate bugsters?
I wonder.
That's an SIC thing, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the SIC. I think it's because Parrot and Graphite and them are bugsters from the start. And these guys are like people bugsters.
That'd be neat, though.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I can see that.
They're definitely not gonna do that, but it'd be neat.
Like a hyper battle or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
If everyone gets brought back to life from the Proto-Geshats, are they gonna be bugsters?
That's a good question. Because everybody else who's been brought back has been a bugster.
Does it matter?
No, I guess not. I guess you're immortal, maybe. Do you age?
Yeah, do bugsters age?
That's a wrinkle in your relationship. You're going to be like 80 or 90 years old on your deathbed, and Saki's still going to be like 19 or whatever. Hopefully 18 or 19.
Hopefully 18 or 19. Fingers crossed. You never know.
That's a problem in your relationship, Brave. I don't know. These are questions that will never be answered because they're not really important to the narrative.
No, not at all. As much as I feel like the outcome is obvious, I have really enjoyed Brave's little conflicted, like, internal conflict arc.
Yeah.
He's trying to save his girlfriend.
I never thought I'd say this, but Brave's parts of these episodes, the past few episodes, have been my favorite.
Like, he's they didn't do anything with him for a while, and now he's got something to struggle with. He's grappling with. It's like an internal struggle and an external struggle, which is really interesting. He's grappling with his own grief and his own inability to let go of the past, and he's also grappling physically with Parrot and clashing with Masamune and all that. They're actually doing quite a bit with his character. I've really enjoyed this arc.
It's exactly the type of arc that like you specifically, but me as well, was looking for in a character like Brave, where he is on the opposing side, but you understand his reasoning completely. Mm-hmm. Which is difficult to pull off in a children's series.
Very hard. But they gave him it's essentially a hostage situation, but I'm enjoying it. I really am looking forward to next episode. I hope it's cool.
I know it'll never happen, but I really, really want him to actually kill Taiga.
Oh, that would be nuts. That would be nuts if he just went over the edge and was a villain for the rest of the show. Oh, that'd be nuts.
If he was like repentant or whatever, like he didn't kill him in the surgery, maybe he actually like killed him with like a Buggle driver or something, so he went into the Geshats as well.
Oh.
Just as a way to like play the middle ground, so he can still keep working with Masamune. Mm-hmm. And like he can tell Masamune, like, yeah, I fucking murdered him. But the heroes like find out later on that he didn't kill him. He actually like put him in the Buggle driver.
I think I'd prefer it if he just had him in the surgery room and just juiced him up with morphine until he died.
I'm sure you fucking would, you sicko. Jesus. Fucking maniac.
And then he would bring Saki back, right? Masamune would bring Saki back, and he's like, hey, you know what he did to get you back? He killed a guy in cold blood. And Saki would be like, oh my god, Brave, fuck you.
I could never be with you again.
Yeah, and then he'd be truly a broken, horrible man.
Wow. Liam, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I like characters that suffer. I like that.
Jesus Christ.
I like characters that make bad decisions and suffer horrendously.
He likes to see himself on the screen.
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum. Is that all we have to say about this episode?
Yes, I liked it.
I liked it a lot, too. I feel like I say this a lot with X8, but it's, like, important to better things happening. Like,
yeah,
cooler
it's always,
things. Even though it's already really cool, it seems like it's going to get cooler.
It's always looking ahead. You said you had something to say about Muteki? Is that now, or is that for later?
I'll go ahead and talk about Muteki. Last time on Rider Club Radio, we asked the audience to like tweet at us, send emails, send a carrier pigeon. Haven't received any yet, but you can still send them.
I'm sure they're on the way.
They're on their way. Hopefully they don't get caught in these 4th of July fireworks. But we asked you guys about your opinions on Hyper Muteki. Liam thinks it looks like shit, and I think it looks great. And
it seems like most people agreed with you.
Yeah, I tallied up the votes. There were 8 tweets that said Muteki is great and Liam's a dipshit, and there were 2 tweets that said Muteki is shit. And there were 5 emails that said Muteki looks great, and 0 emails that said it looked like shit.
Wow, I never thought I'd be such a minority in this.
I would like you to apologize to the designers of Kamen Rider Xaid.
I will not.
I demand it.
Or what, buddy?
Or I will shoot you with this gun I have right here pointed at you.
No, wait.
Do it!
Fuck you. Muteki looks bad and I'll die. I'll die saying it.
Alright.
Well, there we go.
Now he's a fucking corpse.
Now I'm a fucking bugster. Look what you did.
They weren't supposed to know that until 10 episodes from now. No, I will say that I lied last time by saying all of our friends liked Muteki. It turns out Tamaz is completely ambivalent. Oh, okay, and gotcha. Eric does not like Muteki.
Friend of the show, Eric.
Friend of the show, Eric, actually was one of the 2 tweets that took your side.
Thank you.
So, friend of the show, Max, loves Muteki, though. Especially the dreads.
You think you like Muteki, but you don't.
Wow, you are the dumbest person I've ever met. Like,
I've bad form.
I've literally met people who were in comas, and they were smarter than you.
How is the consensus that it's good? It's so ugly.
It looks great, dude.
No, it's the most hideous. It's like a white girl coming back from Jamaica with cornrows. That's what Muteki is.
Jesus Christ, you are so off the mark.
It's so bad.
It's so fucking cool. It's Xaid cool.
It's too Xaid cool.
No.
It's over the edge.
You're just not rad enough, dude. You've probably never even been on a skateboard.
You know what? I have been on a skateboard, and I have eaten tube yogurt, and I also had a Bop It, so fuck yourself.
You have never fucking had a Bop It. You take that back.
I had a Bop It.
Don't listen to this fucking lies and slander. No one who owned a Bop It could ever hate Muteki. Don't fucking tell me any different.
I'm here now. Today.
Lying. You were on the program lying to our audience.
Jeff, do you want to hear some news?
Yes. Take us away from this argument.
So, we called it last week. The new Kamen Rider double project is a manga called Futo Detectives.
Yes, sir.
And it's written by the writers who did the show, so look forward to it.
And the artwork is really cool. I think.
Really like the artwork that they revealed.
I discussed this in the Rider Club Radio Discord, which is just the Kamen Rider Club Discord now.
Well, the Kamen Rider Club is our fans of Rider Club Radio.
Yeah.
It's a complex, interconnected web.
I don't know why I even changed it. Anyway. I might change it back later.
Okay.
But, I discussed it in there, and literally no one gave a shit and ever responded to it, so I'm going to discuss it on here instead.
I'm interested.
There's questioning about why Philip has light-colored hair now. Because, you know, he always had, like, brown hair in brown or black. And
in the show, yeah.
It's this fun thing about manga where you have to differentiate your characters at a distance. and you can't entirely rely on clothing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they're going to be fucking. Because you got to take your clothes off for that. But
yeah, happens all the time in Double.
The two easiest ways to do that are to give your characters like really wildly varying hairstyles that are visible from a distance, a la like a Dragon Ball or like a Hunter x Hunter Yu-Gi-Oh. Or to have the characters that are going to be interacting the most have opposite color hair colors. So like one person's hair in black and white is going to be completely shaded in, and the other person's won't. So you can tell it from a distance. Really easy shorthand, which I find fascinating.
The only thing I'm upset about is that I'm not going to be able to read it because I haven't seen Double.
You're going to have to see Double.
I'm going to have to see Double.
You're going to have to see Double because our friends over at OZC Live have hooked up with Illuminate Scans, and they are going to be scanslating the chapters
boy,
the Double manga, which is fucking amazing.
So
go check them dudes out.
Sick. Maybe Double just jumped to the top of my list because that art looks real nice.
It really fucking cool. I'm really excited because I love Double, and this is the only way we were gonna get Shotaro and Philip in anything ever again.
Yeah, obviously Philip is gone for good.
He has an actual career.
He is successful now. Yeah.
What a fucker.
So yeah, excited for that. I have more exciting news, actually.
Tell us.
So remember when the Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashette got announced?
Yes.
And they said, hey, it's only you gotta buy the Buggle Driver 2 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They actually announced a consumer Kamen Rider Chronicle that comes in a video game box, just like in the show.
Oh my god.
I believe it's pre-order only, but I'm thinking of going through a scalper just for it. I went through a scalper to get the DX Acorn Lock Seed. I might go through a scalper for this too, because it looks so fucking cool. It
I
actually has
honestly might too.
It has the CERO rating and all that shit. It looks like a real video game box. It's so cool, and it's got sounds from the actual Gashette, and it's also got sounds of Nico, because I guess she's the mascot for the video game now.
I guess.
So yeah, that's really neat. I'm very happy about that. I was really disappointed in Kamen Rider Chronicle when it was like, oh, you gotta buy this ridiculous bundle to get it.
I was too.
But that's so cool that there's like a consumer version now. That's neat.
Kamen Rider Chronicle cracks me the fuck up because people go out and buy this shit and then they press the button and they hear like Kamen Rider Chronicle, and I'm like, do they not think that that's maybe evil? That maybe they shouldn't use it?
No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
It doesn't fucking sound nefarious to you at all?
I'm sure there's nothing wrong. Hey, have you guys heard people are dying? Nope.
Gotta play my video game.
I'll be the one who beats the game.
If I played a video game and it was literally impossible, I'd probably just return it.
Yeah.
Do you think Kamen Rider Chronicle is as difficult as Crash Bandicoot? Because Crash Bandicoot is as hard as Dark Souls.
Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of 3D platformers.
Did you hear about that?
I heard people were complaining that Crash Bandicoot was too hard.
There was an actual reviewer who said that Crash Bandicoot was like Dark Souls.
That's fucking everything is like Dark Souls.
If it's a video game, it's Dark Souls now.
Dark Souls is a video game.
Deal with it.
It's a lot like Dark Souls.
Super Mario Brothers is really the Dark Souls of platformers in 8-bit.
Just like Dark Souls, you open a box and the game is in there and you put it in a console and you play with a controller. Exactly like Dark Souls.
It's pretty much the same game.
Uncanny similarities.
Originality is dead in video gaming. More news?
Yes. So this isn't really news, but the actors who play Emu and Hiro played Tekken 7 against each other in a variety show.
Oh boy.
And it's a very funny little video. Emu picks his character. I don't remember what character he plays because I don't play Tekken. I think his name's Eddie or something. But he picks his character. He's like, yeah, I like this guy. This guy's my favorite.
He plays Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo, that's it. And he looks over at Hiro. He's like, Hiro, you have a favorite character, right? And Hiro's like, yeah, I'm just going to pick random. That's cool with you guys. And everyone laughs. And Emu fucking iterates him. Emu destructifies him. And he leans over. And he's like, yeah, that's why they call me the genius gamer. It's a really funny video. You should look at it. I'll have it in the blog post.
I'm going to have to watch that when this goes up. Because I haven't seen it either.
It's very funny.
That's great.
One last thing.
Okay.
There's more build rumors. These are just rumors.
The rumor is that it's going to be Gunpla.
Yeah, it's like a plastic model that you have the bunch of pieces and you pull it apart and he builds forms and shit and weapons. Mm-hmm. That's really cool looking. Or sounding.
Sounding, yeah. You didn't see shit.
Sorry, Jesus.
It sounds really cool. If that's actually the theme, then I'm all on board. I've literally never messed with Gunpla in my life.
No, me neither.
It'll make for a cool rider.
Instead of being, we heard build and we thought like construction, but they mean like model building if this is the truth. And that's pretty cool. I would like that.
I feel like that's going to be difficult for us Baka Gaijin to pick up on, to understand.
We've got model airplanes and shit here.
Yeah, but it's like a different type of model that the West doesn't... I guess they're hobbyists, even in the West.
So it's kind of underground here.
Yeah.
An underground thing.
What I'm worried about is I'm not going to understand it, because I don't know shit about Gunpla.
Look, that's fine. I'm sure whatever group decides to pick it up over time, or if a new group picks it up or whatever, I'm sure they'll be fine at translating it for us foolish foreigners, us idiotic Westerners.
Like, I literally know nothing. I might have to have, like, some people who know about it, like, take me to school on it so I can fucking watch the show.
I'm sure they're not going to get super complex. It's just you take the plastic off and you glue the shit together.
How do you know? What do you know about Gunpla?
I know you build the model with glue and a thing. How complex could it be?
Yeah. Famous last words.
Famous last words before a firework kills me.
I can work on my own car. How difficult could it be? It's just made out of parts you put together and make an engine.
Hang on, I'm just saying if someone... I don't think X8 is going to get... X8. I don't think Build is going to get so technical that even we aren't going to be able to understand it.
I'm a fool. I'm not saying I'll understand anything.
Okay. Maybe it's best not to assume.
You know what they say about assuming? Makes an ass out of you.
Shut up. Jeff, Amazon's ended this week.
Yes, Amazon's episode 26. Amazon's.
The first episode of season 1 is called Amazon's. Last episode of season 2 is called Amazon's. That's another reason why I think we're not going to have a season 3, because it comes full circle.
There's a teaser at the end of the fucking episode for season 3.
What do you mean?
At the end of the episode, like after the credits, like Tachibana says that they're going to have to make a new Sigma. Are you a fool?
I didn't watch after the credits.
Yeah, that's season 3, dude. It's happening.
Shit. I was so hyped by the actual ending of the show. I guess we'll fucking spoil it. It doesn't matter. Chihiro and Haruka and Jin all get in a three-way fight. Chihiro gets murdered off screen.
We don't see it.
Yeah.
Chihiro gets murderized. Iyu's already dead.
They both die, and they get the armlets together.
And Haruka and Jin both survive.
Which is the one thing I would have
see happening.
The one thing I would have changed. Maybe have Jin die with Nanaha, have Haruka kill Chihiro, and have maybe Mizuki nut up and shoot Haruka. I would have killed them. But then that's just me who wants the series to end.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a season 3 to make even more yen.
Ah, oh, come on. Make a season 1 of something else to make more yen.
Nope. Amazon's is proven. Makes yen.
I guess I can... I guess Amazon's was kind of a risk from the start, and it played out, so they don't want to move away from it.
You gotta wring as much money out of it as you can.
From like a business standpoint, I can understand. I just don't like it. I don't like that.
What is up with the old man? Like, the old man was bedridden, and then at the end of the show, he's just driving around in a car like nothing's wrong.
Maybe he can sit in a car, I'm sure.
He was fine. Like, when he was on the bed, he was in a fucking, like, respirator and shit. And now he's perfectly fine.
Maybe he's
got Amazon Cybo.
Maybe he's got Amazon Cybo, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in season 3.
Maybe he doesn't understand that eating people is bad. Maybe he doesn't get that.
A lot of people in this show don't seem to get that.
I like how... There's one thing I really didn't like about this last episode. So, you and I could probably agree that our old pal, Mole Beast Man, whose name is
Mamoru.
Mamoru. Mamoru's kind of a piece of shit in
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
In this, like, he caused every single problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted more Amazons, people who eat people, in the world.
And he has the gall. Oh, why are we the ones being hunted?
And he fucking blames it on the Kill Squad, right?
Yeah.
His friends. Because they let him leave with Haruka. They didn't force him to stay. And they're all like, we're sorry, Mamoru, we love you. Fuck that. That's dumb as shit.
It makes sense, though. Mamoru was always a child in his brain. And he has kind of childlike motives now, where he's clearly not thinking more than one step ahead.
It makes sense, but I just don't like it.
He's a bitch. He's a total bitch. He was a bitch before, and now he's a bitch villain. I think I like him as a villain. I just do think that part was kind of that the squad blames them. Well, it's an emotional time, right? They got to kill their friend.
Fukuda should have shot him.
Fukuda should have just plugged him when he got the chance.
He did
the first time.
him.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to shoot Nanoha, and he jumped in front of it.
That's a shame.
Chihiro just wanted to live. That's all he wanted.
Just wanted to live in peace.
He didn't get to live.
He was unfortunate enough to be the strongest, most unstable Amazon ever. So sorry, kid.
EU said that she had fun, and he never got to get his dick wet. The end.
At first I was a little upset that he died off screen, but I enjoyed the shot a lot. I liked that they play the song and they show you the blood-soaked armlets on the...
Yeah, that was good. Because, you're
good.
wondering what happened.
Mm-hmm. They leave a little bit of ambiguity. That's nice.
But he's obviously dead.
He's for sure dead, yeah. But, they don't show everything.
Like, when Mizuki... Is that her name?
Which, Haruka's sister?
Yeah.
Mizuki, yeah.
I thought... I'm mixing up names like I always fucking do. But Mizuki has the gun to Haruka's chest. All I could think was, how fucked up would it be if she actually killed him right now? That is so Amazons. That she was finally like, I'm sorry, Haruka. Bam! And killed him. And they didn't go for it. They didn't have the balls.
Unfortunate.
They gotta have a main character in the next one, too.
There should be a next one.
What if the next main character is actually the Sigma? Like, you see him as, a normal person, and he gets killed, and they make him into a Sigma. And it's like RoboCop, where he's regaining his humanity.
That'd be interesting, but they already did the Sigma regaining their humanity this time, so it's probably going to be something else.
What? Maybe they make an army of Sigmas.
Maybe they make a cyborg.
Maybe they do. Maybe they make a Kaizo Ningen.
That's the only way I'll be satisfied, is if they start moving into other seasons and making Kaizo Ningens.
They make the new Sigma, Model X.
Model X. I'll be totally happy if they start going into other seasons of Rider.
They make a new Sigma, a stronger Sigma.
A stronger Sigma.
It seems like they're going that way anyway, because fucking Haruka is like a robot man now when he transforms.
Haruka and Chihiro were both very robotic with their forms.
They're going that way. I like the subtle visual language with Chihiro when he's becoming overcome with his more bestial side, the metal armor that's holding it in check starts breaking apart to show the monster underneath.
That part was really cool when it starts cracking and then barely is able to reform.
Yeah, I thought that was cool as hell. And it makes a lot more sense that the belts are the belt flashes before it turns back on and covers him again. Mm-hmm. And it makes the visual language spells it out where the series doesn't actually tell you that the belts are there to keep the monstrous forms in check.
Yeah.
That's something they touch on in season 1.
It's a refinement of their monstrous Amazon form, yeah.
Which is great.
This is a cool little detail.
Doesn't really explain Jin, since he's just as monstrous as the other Amazons.
Well, we haven't seen Jin's regular monstrous form yet.
I guess that's true. Maybe he's super fucking monstrous.
Maybe they'll explain it next season.
Maybe. Do you think he'll regain his sight, or is he still going to do his weird, almost comedic, stumbling around shit?
I don't know.
Because some of it's a little awkward. Like, it's teetering on the edge of, like, something that maybe is funny.
Yeah,
because
they
he's
do a
like
good
tripping
job of
over
making
trash cans and shit, but the music keeps it from being.
Yeah, they do a good job making it not funny, holding the tone. I just don't. I don't know. Like, I guess these aren't going to be the main characters, but what else? Where can you fucking go with Jin after this?
I don't know.
What are you fucking going to do?
He has literally nothing anymore. His goal of destroying all the Amazons is pretty much complete at this point. The only Amazon that's left is Haruka, besides him.
Like season 1 has him sort of. Him and Haruka walk off into the sunset and fight together against each other forever, which is fine. That was like the ending of season 1 that I thought was going to be the end of the show.
Yeah.
Leave it a little ambiguous. And then season 2 has him stumbling off into an underpass, having lost fucking everything in his life. And I guess I don't know. They'll figure something out, I guess.
Like, his goal still stands, I guess. He wants to eradicate all the Amazons.
As long as there's but how long is that going to stay interesting?
And he wants to. I feel like having him go up against, like, Tachibana's company is the only next step, because they're the ones who keep making Amazon shit.
Mm-hmm.
And having him have some sort of goal beyond just murdering individuals. Like, he needs to shut down the means of production for Amazons forever.
Yeah.
And I guess if this would have been the ending, and there was no lead into season 3, the big question of, like, who the fuck the old man was and what his plan is
would have stood.
I'm
fine with it being ambiguous in some ways in the ending. I'm fine with leaving some things unsaid.
I can agree with that. It's just something I would have thought about for a long time. Even then, I don't think even in the 3rd series they're going to get into that.
You don't think so? I think if Jin has some kind of secret to his monstrous form, we'll see it in the 3rd season. Maybe we'll see that.
We only got to see Haruka's monstrous form in, like, a really dark inside your mind.
Yeah, it was very briefly shown.
Yeah, and his regular form is basically regular Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is cool.
That is pretty neat.
But you don't get to see it.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate.
I don't know what they're going to do with Season 3. That is a really legitimately good question.
Well, I don't know. They pulled it out with Season 2. Season 2 was good.
Season 2 went in a direction we never thought. Like,
I was expecting Season 2 to not be very good, but there were some episodes that were better than Season 1.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot more. Like, Season 1 had a really heavy level of, like, depression shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you felt more for characters in this season.
Season 2 was a lot more personal. It was a lot more, like, close in. The story was a little less. It was more focused, just about a boy and a girl, kind of in the end of it.
It became Romeo and Juliet at the end.
Yeah, it's very focused with its plot, which is good. It feels really different from Season 1, even though it's a continuation.
But, like, where does Haruka live? What does he eat, right? He has to eat something.
He lives on the road and he eats people.
He doesn't eat people.
No, he doesn't eat people. He lives on the road.
He even he's, like, really upfront about shit. I don't think he lied to anyone ever. Mm-hmm. And Mizuki asks him if he ever ate anybody, and he's like, no.
What the fuck? Maybe he's got supplements.
Maybe. They still work for him because he never tasted people.
Maybe he eats Arby's. Like,
it's made out of people.
I'm sure some of it is. Like Mamoru did for so long. Just eat burgers. Dude,
that only works until you taste actual human.
McDonald's got on Uber Eats recently.
What?
You know Uber Eats?
No.
It's like you just order food from any restaurant. McDonald's got on there recently.
Ugh.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna fucking... The first time you eat something at McDonald's, you're not gonna eat there anymore. I'll tell you that much.
I've eaten McDonald's a lot in my life.
I'm not gonna lie, I have too. I'm full of shit.
Don't front about it. We all eat McDonald's.
I was straight up fronting. I actually really like
shitloads of McDonald's.
I actually really like McDonald's fries.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I'm not gonna front on it. If I have to eat fast food fries, I'm gonna eat McDonald's fries.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna have a real.
This episode of Rider Club Radio brought to you by McDonald's.
Brought to you
I'm
by Kamen
loving
and Kuuga.
I don't know about you, Liam, but I'm loving it, TM.
TM. Copyright. So yeah, season 2 was really good. I liked it a lot.
I too wish that this was the ending, though.
But oh well, season 3 I'm sure they'll pull something out. Oh man, I almost hope season 3 is fucking trash, because that'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch a really bad show again.
You know, I disagree.
Okay.
But I'm sitting here thinking, like, Tachibana's in a wheelchair, and he has, like, a neck brace or whatever, but I'm pretty sure if someone bends your body at 90 degrees, that you just fucking die.
Oh, he should have been killed.
Like,
by
there's
all
no...
rights.
How do you survive that?
When he came out of there in that wheelchair, I was like, bullshit.
You got turned into
way.
a fucking, like,
He got
straight
turned into
edge.
the letter L. Yeah.
You got turned into a fucking protractor. That's not how things work.
No, I'm fine. I just am in a wheelchair. I don't know. He's got indomitable will.
Whatever. None of it matters. None of this shit matters.
None of it matters, yeah.
It's not part of the narrative. Who cares? Is that all we have to say?
Yes. Do you want to open the mailbag?
Yes. I do want to open the mailbag.
Okay. Bring it open then.
Well,
Present it.
I'll present it, alright. Our first email is from Ice Tyrant, who says, "Hey guys, which is worse, Kamen Rider the First or Star Trek Into Darkness? Keep up the good work with the show." Star Trek Into Darkness is far worse.
I haven't seen Into Darkness, but I don't believe you.
It's Into Darkness is so completely incomprehensible that there's literally no plot.
Really?
There's a villain who has literally no motivation that turns out to be the main villain.
Khan?
No.
Is there a bad admiral behind Khan?
Yes.
I knew it.
Isn't that original and cool?
Yeah, that's why I guessed it right away without having seen the movie.
Kamen Rider the First has really great stunt work, action, fight scenes, suits. The look of it's really great. There's parts of it that are funny bad that you can laugh at. Just check out our commentary on it.
Yeah.
It's available now somewhere on the internet. Go look for it.
WordPress.com.
Yeah. There's nothing funny bad about Star Trek Into Darkness. It is literally just bad. It is modern movie terrible schlock at its worst.
That sounds pretty bad.
Thank you for writing in and reminding me of 2 movies I don't want to see anymore.
Cool.
Our next email is from Paradox, who says, "Hey Jeff, it's just a paradox.
Hey,
Back
watch
at
out
it
for
again."
Brave. I hear he's after you.
Ah, I get it.
Heyo.
"Hey Jeff, it's just a paradox. Back at it again to shit on Liam and talk about random things.
What?
Before I ask my question, I have something on my mind about X8 that's been bugging me. Since Dan is a bugster, wouldn't he come back to life after being defeated anyway? Look at Graphite and the others. Also, I hope Dan being a bugster means that Dan's bugster form is a recolor of Salty with a Genmu Corporation hat and Shin Dan Kuroto cape." You bring up a good point. Like, him coming back to life, like... But the thing about coming back to life as a bugster is that another bugster seems to have to bring you back. Like somebody like Parrot.
Yeah, somebody has to go into the game where you are, or use the buggle, whatever.
Yeah, which none of the bugsters are going to do for him.
Yeah, fuck
like
that.
maybe Poppy.
Like, yeah, as long as he's got lives, he's fine.
But this allows him to be on his own. But that brings up a good point. He could just come back anyway. His, like, resurrection power isn't really that unique.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Now
on to my question. How do you feel about knowing that, and then he copy-pasted this in, the overarching issue is when Muteki is used in the gamer driver like a regular Gashat, it causes a power overload if you go longer than 10 seconds with it. So it has a built-in timer. Proper use of it requires combining it with MMX, which allows for him to grow dreads, which work as a sort of exhaust system for excess power, allowing him to use the full power of Muteki indefinitely. Meaning his dreads are fucking exhaust pipes so he can be God longer. What the shit? Alright, see you later, Jeff and Thomas.
Is that the true story?
Yeah, sounds like it. Also, it's Tomaz. T-O-M-A-Z.
Actually, it's Liam.
Who?
It's Liam.
Who? You talking about Max?
Yeah, Max, whatever.
Anyway. I love the dreads, and I love that they have a really dumb story behind them. That's fucking great.
That's pretty funny, I will say. I still hate the dreads, though.
They're amazing. Our next email is from Sam. Hey, Jeff and Liam, it's Sam again. So, anyone gonna call when Snipe is revived? I'm thinking the crossover movie with Build. In all seriousness, I'm glad they had the balls to kill someone again, and with so much fake blood, too. I'm guessing Sam didn't watch the preview for next episode.
The preview where he's fucking probably not gonna kill him?
I reckon it's gonna last, too, because the final blow was struck out of transformation, and he didn't fade into Data like Kyria did. Yeah, I'm gonna say he didn't see the next preview. He survives.
I'm gonna burst your bubble and say he doesn't fade away because he's not dead.
Yeah, he survives. He might die next episode, but probably not.
Dude, if he did, though,
that'd be so fucking nuts. You can't have a character murder another human being.
I know. It's not Amazon's. He's not just gonna jam a scalpel in his throat. Yeah.
The only way you can kill someone in Kamen Rider is if you kick them real hard and then they disappear.
You have to rider kick them. That's the only way.
Anyway, on to questions. First off, how cool is Tattle Legacy? It's everything great about Tattle Fantasy, but with a marble finish. I just wish it was True Brave's version. What's that?
It's like an evil brave who's got his own evil form.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that fucker.
Mm-hmm.
That Tattle Legacy is cool as fuck. I love the golden wing accents on it. I think that's really awesome.
Super nice looking.
Very paladin-esque. And I love paladins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, did you hear the rumor that Build is actually Gunpla themed? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know you can't listen to the podcast first, so you wouldn't have known that. We're not going to be dickheads about it. It makes sense considering it's Japan, and we should have seen it coming a la Gundam Build Fighter. Does this make you more or less excited about Build? Well, goodbye, friendos. See you next time. P.S. Liam is so wrong about Hyper Muteki, it actually hurts.
It's bad.
It's great.
It's bad.
So, does it make you more or less excited about Build?
I wouldn't say it makes me either. I'm still interested, and honestly, the construction theme sounded cool in my head, and this theme sounds cool in my head. So,
I kind of wish it was. I kind of wish it was more construction themed, like with construction yellow as like a main color. And was that a fucking boat horn? What was that?
He would have one of those little Metul helmets.
Exactly. He looked like fucking Kamen Rider Guts Man.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. I'm not more or less excited. I will say that. I'm looking forward to Build and what it'll be.
I can't wait to see what it's actually about. See a trailer or something.
Who do you think our last email is from?
Jake?
Yes!
I knew it.
He says, "Hey RCR, it's funny when you think about what Masamune is having Hiro do. Technically, all he's supposed to do is kill the monster, right? But because of Emu's circumstances, it ends up as something that opposes the overall goal by taking away Emu's ability to transform if he succeeds." That is a great point to bring up that I forgot to bring up during the episode, is that I love the fact that the goal that Brave is after right now isn't an evil goal. It's actually a good goal that everyone should be hoping for, but it just negatively impacts Emu, so no one wants it.
It's too early to go after Parrot, is the only problem, yeah.
Which is fun. It's fun that, like, he's not doing anything evil, but he's on the evil side, but he's not doing anything evil whatsoever.
Yeah.
Nice to see Kyria with his good guy clothes and Muteki integrated into the opening this week. Muteki's damage happens later effect continues to be a treat to watch, and the more I see the form in action, the more I think I might have judged it too harshly before. Chalk that one up to my side.
Fuck off.
Questions. 1. Hypothetically, if you guys were in charge of X-Aid episodes 35 and 36, how would you have done them to be less predictable and not have the villains suddenly idiots?
I would have... Am I allowed to change anything?
Anything.
I would make it Kiryat was actually evil. That's all.
But why?
I don't. Maybe he actually does see that Dan Masamune has this shit in order, and the characters will be brought back if people just play the game.
Maybe you'd have to be a real evil fucker to follow Dan Masamune, though, because he's just the biggest prick who ever lived.
And he could whisper into Emu's ears and be like, "I lied when I said I was your friend.
I was never your friend.
I actually don't like you very much.
You're actually very annoying, and your voice is grating."
Or I would say that. Make it that he's not pretending at all. Make it that
you know what I would you know what I would change?
What would you change?
Literally just that Emu says, "I'll play along." If he didn't say that, it'd be perfectly fine.
It would still be pretty predictable, though.
It would be pretty predictable, but it wouldn't be so stupid.
Yeah, that's really... I love that he literally goes, "Play along," and Emu goes, "I'll play along." Like, he just tells everyone listening what he said.
And then he goes,
Damn.
"Wink!" And
Ballsy
he says
dude.
the wink at him.
Ballsy dude, that Emu Hojo.
It's probably all I'd change. Like,
Yeah.
anything else would change the flow of the story too much, I think.
Change the entire course of the plot, yeah.
Question 2. Any favorite Joe Bros? I think that's what they call... I think that's what fans call the characters like Caesar, the strong supporting characters who do cool things but maybe end up dying before the series ends. Among all the parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if you got more than one, who are your top 3 picks?
Oh my god, you confused the shit out of me. I thought you were talking about Kamen Rider characters.
No, I'm talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I was like, Caesar, which Kamen Rider character is that again?
Thank you, and looking forward to the next episode as always, Jake the Snake.
Is this Caesar guy? Is he like Gengen G?
That's him. You figured it out.
My favorite supporting character in JoJo
Yeah.
is Gyro Zappelli, probably.
He's not a supporting character.
He's
the main character.
He's the bro of a JoJo. He's the Joe bro.
I guess.
Gyro Zappelli.
I'm gonna do a top... Actually, my favorite's Okuyasu from
that's a good choice.
Part 4. He's my absolute favorite. But Caesar's up there.
I like Bucciolati as well from Part 5. He's one of my favorites.
Speedwagon.
Speedwagon,
is
the classic.
way the fuck up there, too. It's tough, though. If Gyro counts, like, I've read a little bit of Steel Ball Run now, and I do like Gyro a lot.
Gyro's fucking sick.
I'm still probably going to have to go with Okuyasu, though.
Yeah, Okuyasu's a good choice. I won't begrudge you that.
I appreciate the JoJo questions. I appreciate questions that aren't Rider-related just as much as I appreciate Rider-related questions.
Yeah, honestly, I hate talking about Rider, so any chance to get away is great.
That's what's with all the fucking, like, tangents we do.
That's why I'm not talking about McDonald's and shit tonight.
Fucking McDonald's. I can't believe I admitted I like McDonald's fries in front of everybody.
Dude, I like McDonald's. I like McDonald's.
Maybe McDonald's in Canada is better than McDonald's in America. Like,
I don't think so.
I've been having long conversations with people from the UK who have, like, just completely different foodstuffs that are masquerading as brands we have in America. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you feel about Oreos?
I like Oreos just fine.
Oreos are good, right? Would you describe them as dry or flaky?
No.
Yeah, they do. They were saying they're bland, tasteless, dry, and flaky.
I mean, dry, maybe?
And I was like, you gotta be shitting me. Oreos are pretty damn good. And we came to the conclusion that they're not the same item.
Have you tried cinnamon bun Oreos?
What?
Do they not have them? Do you not have them in stores close to you?
I haven't bought Oreos in quite a while. I don't know. Have they been around for a long time?
No, they just came out.
Damn.
Oh my god, they're so fucking good. They taste like Dunkaroos.
Fucking Dunkaroos. The memories come flooding.
Yeah.
It's fucking... The thing is, you hear about certain food items, right? And you think, even maybe while you're eating them, like, I am a fat piece of shit for wanting this.
Oh, yeah.
And Oreos that taste like... that are made to be cinnamon bun Oreos are probably one of those items.
Yep. No, I'm totally shameless about liking McDonald's. I've always wanted to go down to the U.S. Buddy and I are planning on going to New York and just eating at, like, Carl's Jr. and Whataburger and all these places that we don't have here and seeing if they're really good. Jack in the Box.
There are no Whataburgers on the East Coast. It's a West Coast thing.
Fuck. Well, I'll try Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box then.
Carl's Jr. is pretty good.
Yeah, here Carl's Jr.
I've never had Jack in a Box.
I've heard that's good too.
If you find one, you should go to Five Guys.
Oh, we have Five Guys here.
Oh, do you?
Fucking love Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys. This podcast brought to you by cheeseburgers.
Welcome
eat
to
'em.
Fast Food Cast. welcome to Between the Buns with Jeff and Liam.
Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, if you'd like your email read on the Fast Food Cast, you could send it in to riderclubradio@gmail.com.
Or, if you'd like to get all the latest fast food related tweets, you can follow us on Twitter at Rider Club Radio. That's no caps, no spaces, no numbers.
And if you want to listen to a better podcast, you can listen to M-Class Podcasts starring me, Josh Henderson, now available on iTunes.
Oh, don't, you're cannibalizing our viewers.
That's right. That's right, bitch.
I need to come on the next episode of M-Class just for 2 seconds to say, come listen to Rider Club, just so I can steal.
I do say that.
Do you?
On M-Class, yeah.
Okay, good. Don't stop.
It doesn't help us. Nobody knows what the fuck Kamen Rider is. Like, none of our fans know Star Trek. It doesn't matter.
Everybody knows Kamen Rider.
Like, I feel like everyone who's ever going to listen to M-Class has already jumped from RCR to there, if it's ever going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
if you haven't, then do it.
I guess there isn't a lot of overlap between Star Trek and Kamen Rider fans.
No, which is weird because they're both like low-budget sci-fi shows, but
they're Star Trek is essentially Western tokusatsu. It's a heavily effects-based TV show. Yeah,
they have rubber suit monsters on it sometimes too.
Lots of some green screens, some CG,
really bad CG,
lasers.
If you'd like more of this conversation, then tune in next week for the next Rider Club Radio.
See ya.